Hi, my name's Amy. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making homemade hot cocoa mix. We're making a regular hot cocoa mix and a non-dairy one, which I'm just going to call Almond Joy flavor because of the coconut flavor that's thrown in with the coconut milk powder. So our family likes to go look at Christmas lights during the Christmas season, and we like to take hot cocoa, and this was just something fun and easy for us to have. Like usually I would just make it with milk and mix in the powders, and it would sometimes would be non-dairy, sometimes it would have we'd make it with like raw milk, but I just wanted to make a powdered hot cocoa mix this year for fun. We're gonna put that together today, and yeah, then you can make this too and go look at Christmas lights or whatever you want to do with some hot cocoa. Okay, so the first recipe I'm gonna make is the regular, has dairy in it, hot cocoa mix, and you want to add 1 cup of cocoa powder. I almost have here. I really like this cocoa powder. It is from Costco, and I've also been able to find it on Amazon. This is my favorite. I'll show ya. That was a little dangerous. Okay, so you have 1 cup of cocoa powder and then 2 cups of your dried milk. This is the dried milk that I had gotten from Azure, and that's what I used last time. 2 cups of that. Then we are going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. I have just regular organic white powdered sugar, but you could also, if you wanted to use like sucanat or coconut sugar or something like that, you can just blend it really well in your blender. But when you get it, when it's powdered, then it just has a better consistency for the cocoa mix. So also 2 more cups of that. I'm not one to measure perfectly, as you probably can tell if you watch me cook on video. Next, so one of the recipes that I followed or I got ideas, inspiration for a hot cocoa mix was on Mary's Nest and her hot cocoa, and she mentioned if you put some arrowroot in it, it helps it not clump, and a couple teaspoons of that, and so I'm going to go ahead and add a couple teaspoons of arrowroot to my hot cocoa mix. Also, I'm going to add like 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of salt, because salt and cocoa are nice and it brings out the flavor. Okay, and then the special ingredient. I mean, I'm sure other people have done this, but vanilla powder. This is going to make it taste so much better. This is a 1/2 cup, so I'm just filling it halfway. Okay, so then you want to mix this really well. You could even put it through a sifter if you wanted to, but you just want to get it mixed so it's really melded together nicely. Okay, this has big chunks from the milk powder. I think I'm going to put it through my strainer so that it gets all those come out and it gets more uniform. Okay, here it is. You can see that nice consistency, and this is the finished product of your regular hot cocoa mix. Now let's make the non-dairy Almond Joy one. And obviously if you have a dairy allergy, well, you're probably not going to be doing this together anyway. I was just going to say rinse your bowls. I'm not going to rinse it because I do avoid dairy for one of my daughters specifically, but it's not like an allergy, and it's not something that if there was a little bit in here it would bother her. So I'm just going to leave this. Put in 1 cup of your coconut milk powder. Let's see. Then a 1/4 cup of your cocoa powder. I should just get a 1/4 cup out, but I'm going to use my 1/2 cup. Okay, then a 1/2 cup of sugar, and again, if you don't want to use white sugar, use, well, any kind of sugar you wanted, but I would recommend powdering it just because it helps it mix in better and will give it a good consistency. Okay, I'm gonna put maybe like 1/8 of a cup of the vanilla powder, since this is a smaller batch. So for these 2 recipes, I still have that much left, so that's a good amount. Last time I bought this and tried it, and we just sprinkled some into our hot cocoa if we wanted something a little extra. And another cool thing is, if you like stevia and say you want it a little sweeter, you want some vanilla flavor, a couple times we added in some vanilla cream stevia, and that's nice. Okay, then we're just gonna put like a 1/8 teaspoon of salt right there. It smells like Almond Joy. Have you ever had an Almond Joy? I don't eat candy bars anymore, but that was one of my favorites. So here's the dairy-free. And that looks really good. And it actually smells really good with the coconut smell. If you like coconut, do this one. Now we get out the fun labeler and label it so we know which one has dairy and which one doesn't. So not quite a quart. I would say that's like 3 cups. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy these recipes. I will put them down in the description below if you want to try them out. And enjoy your hot cocoa. Enjoy a drive with your family looking at Christmas lights.